care of the wintry conditions.
Many people in the Omaha area woke up to a bit of a skating rink in their driveways. So what can you do to break down the ice so you do not hurt yourself when walking?
We have some interesting tests to show you and the results. Reporter Megan Stewart is live to explain. Megan?
Hey, Craig and Jen. Well, we asked our viewers what some of their home remedies are, and then we put them to the test.
The icy and slick conditions have many out there slipping around. To avoid the danger, we asked our viewers on Facebook how they tackled the ice, and they responded. We took all the recommendations and narrowed it down to 4. Salt, kitty litter, yard fertilizer, and a dish soap water mix.
This homemade recipe calls for a half a gallon of warm water,
along with a tablespoon of rubbing alcohol and a teaspoon of dish soap, mixed and ready to go. Then we put all 4 options to the test on a driveway.
So we've got our Dawn dish soap, hot water, rubbing alcohol concoction here. I'm just gonna pour it on the driveway that you can see is still really slippery.
That followed by the yard fertilizer, kitty litter, and regular old salt. After all 4 of our suggestions were on the driveway, we waited an hour.
Now taking a look at our results, this was the dish soap hot water concoction. Now that initially looked like it worked, probably because the hot water melted the ice, but it since refroze. As you can see, still very slippery. Next up, we have the fertilizer here. Now that actually did work in spots, not slick here anymore.
The kitty litter was a different story.
Does give it a little bit of traction, but did nothing to melt the ice. And lastly, we have the salt, probably one of the more common ways to de-ice your driveway. And it is nice and ice-free where I am standing.
But keep in mind, what works will vary on how much ice there is and the type of driveway or walking path.
You definitely want to double check to make sure that your driveway isn't new or freshly poured, because then that will affect how salt or fertilizer does on it. Also, fertilizer can stain some driveways, so you definitely don't want to end up with that. So you definitely want to check. Of course, if you do have those issues where you can't have ice on your driveway, then sand or kitty litter might be your best bet to at least just taper down on some of that sliding. Reporting live out here in Omaha, Megan Stewart, 3 News Now.
All right, Megan, really well thought out. Nicely done. The icy